Hey guys, Sandeep here, and I'm back to show you a very traditional recipe from the South Indian region of Karnataka, the place where I was brought up. Well, this dish in Bangalore is a staple. The version that I love and I make is the traditional Karnataka version of sambar. And sambar is, it's a lentil and a vegetable broth. That's the best way to explain it. And it's eaten and enjoyed with rice and some papadums. To begin with, I'm going to take some olive oil. You could use a refined oil as well and heat it in a nice big pot. To that, I'm going to add some cumin, some mustard seeds. Now, let these spices fry a bit and then we'll add the curry leaves. Now, the spices are popping. We're going to put in some curry leaves. Mix it in, add in the onions. The key here is to make sure that the onions are chunky. That way, when you're eating sambar, you get a mouthful of those deliciously well-cooked vegetables. We'll now add in the carrots. Now, the reason I'm going in an order is just to make sure that the vegetables that take longer to cook are put in first. And stuff like onion is just for the flavor anyway. So in go the carrots. Let's add in some salt, but don't add it to taste yet. We'll be adding salt in stages to build the flavor. So just about 1/4 of a teaspoon salt to help cook the vegetables. The carrots are looking slightly translucent, and I think now is the perfect time to add in the potatoes. Traditionally in this recipe, people also added different kinds of bottle gourds. There's something called as Madras cucumber that was added too. You could add some eggplant. The choice of vegetables is personal to you. I prefer to use these vegetables because most of them are wintry, and I love nice bowl of sambar with some steaming rice, actually in any weather. The potatoes have been in the oil, gently frying for a bit. They look a little translucent. Now we will add in the tomatoes. It's time now to add my Spice Angel Sambar Masala. I'll add in a few more curry leaves and some ASAFOETIDA. Time to add in my beans. Add in some more salt. This is the time we add our sour ingredient, which is tamarind. I've soaked some tamarind in some warm water. The recipe below will tell you exact quantities and how long you need to soak it for. But then you could also use one of those concentrated tamarind paste. Just add it to your own preferences. It is, at the end of the day, an individual's choice. So in goes some tamarind. We'll give it a quick mix. Now we add in some jaggery. Jaggery is raw sugar, cane sugar. You could also use some palm sugar, but this dark jaggery from South India, it's very caramelly, very earthy, and kind of really helps elevate the sambar. So in goes. Sambar is a journey of making a dish where the flavors, the spices, the heat, the savoriness, the sourness, the sweetness is a personal choice. I don't like to use authentic sambar because every kitchen has their own traditional way of preparing it. So traditional sambar is what I say, and every household has their own version. This is mine. We'll now add some cooked Tur Dal, which is actually yellow lentils or pigeon peas as they're called in English. You take about 200 grams of the dal or the lentils, soak it in about 1.5 liters of water for 2 to 3 hours, and then cook it till the dal is absolutely smooth. You can also use a pressure cooker to do this. I have actually used a pressure cooker to make it quick. Now in goes the cooked dal. Stir in all of these ingredients into this incredibly beautiful looking bowl of happiness. Now at this point of time, you want your sambar to be a little runny. Mine is slightly thick, so I'm going to be adding some water to it. Now is the time to check for the seasoning. Definitely need some salt. And then just allow it to simmer for a good 20 minutes. Our sambar has been simmering for more than 20 minutes now. It's boiling, the vegetables are all cooked well. Now is the time to add some more flavors, starting with ginger. And now in goes a dollop of ghee. The final part of this dish is the tempering. Tempering is traditionally done to enhance the flavors, but the scientific reason for that was that lentils are not easy to digest, and a lot of minerals and a lot of nutrients within the lentils are hard to absorb if they're just water soluble. So our ancestors found out a way of adding fat or oil into the dishes so that all the trace minerals that are not water soluble but are oil soluble are still available to you. But to me personally, tempering is an epic show. Take a pan, put in some whole red chilies, add in some cumin, bit of mustard seeds, pour the oil. I'm going to heat this up and then add the curry leaves. Now we pour this hot temper onto our sambar. We'll finish it off with some coriander and then enjoy it with some rice.